Okay, good morning. It is April 2nd, 26. Thought I would just do a really quick video of the yard because we got nice light and a lot of things are flowering and even fruiting a little. This is a thornless Primark blackberry. Looks like a bird got a blackberry here already, but we have been getting a few every single day. So it took a few years to get good, but they're actually pretty tasty now. This is Mexico Grande avocado. Just put it in this raised bed within the last month. It was in a pot all of last year and did very well. So I think this spot will be good for it. We're going to find out. A couple little orchid trees. Just a little seedling project. Kent mango seedling that got put in this raised bed a couple months back. So we'll probably graft onto that thing once it gets just a little bit bigger, starts pushing a little bit more growth. Oh, purple Kaimito seedling. And then over there is Wirtz avocado, same pot that the Mexico Grande was in last summer. I'm going to keep that one in there for now, just to have a range of growing techniques and see what does better. Coconut cream mango. I'm just going to let it try to hold some fruit. This thing grows so goofy all the time that I might as well just see what the fruit is like. And I've been taking some grafts off of it and trying to put them on others. I'll probably put one on that Kent I just showed. Maybe this spring, but if not, next year. This is a boysenberry. Keeping it in a pot just to kind of control its growth because I don't want them popping up all over the entire yard. It does have small thorns on it, but nothing too bad. This is the first year it's fruiting. We put it in last year, and so we'll see what they're like. I'm really curious. African Pride Adamoya, which actually I see a flower on it, which is kind of exciting. It's not big enough to let it hold anything, but you know, fun to see anyhow. Alright, this is Kent mango seedling. I've shown this before in videos. Done really well. Been in the ground since 21. Lots of new growth. This is a graft of the coconut cream there. We'll see if it takes. It hasn't just taken immediately, so I don't know. The lemon zest graft from May of 26, and it's doing great. Has really nice branching, growing really well. And then on this side, this is the actual seedling here. It did fruit this year, so essentially 5 years, 4 years in ground, I think it is, but about 5 years. It is holding one fruit, so we'll see if that makes it all the way and what it actually tastes like being a seedling, but it happened a lot faster than I thought it would. So this is a little white sapote seedling. I'll probably end up grafting maybe a Subel and a Campbell or something on the top of it, but it's growing well. Probably have to up-pot it here before too long. A little apple tree I dug up. Something wrong with the root stock or the graft on the main tree, so I took a couple of the suckers right here and I grafted on an apple and a tropic sweet. So as soon as they take for sure, which it looks like they are, I'm just going to cut that main stem completely out, and then it'll just be a little cocktail tree, I guess. So a bunch of other little seedling white sapotes, 1 or 2 Subels in there, some Campbells in there, so we'll probably be getting rid of some of those here before too long. The Kahalalongan. Some very cool looking flowers. It's flowered a little bit in the past, but this is, let's see how old this guy is. It's a couple years old now, I guess. Let's see here. I put it in 24, I think, so it's about 2 years old. And I don't know, I think we're just going to let it hold some of this fruit. We might snip off the rest. The peanut butter tree, which didn't do much for a number of years, and then last year we did get some fruit on it again, and this year has a lot of flowers, which it does pretty frequently. It just hasn't held much in the past. We'll see how it does this year. Papaya, seed grown papaya. That seed came from this guy right here, which has done very well with our warm winter. Has a lot of fruit at the top there, and obviously bending over a bit, looking for the light. So it gets a bit taller, I'll probably lop it off and then let these take over down here. Kind of a rough looking green sapote. I gave it extra water. I don't know if that's the issue here or what, but looking a little rough. Hopefully it's going to be coming back. Some loquats. This is about a 4-year-old loquat, I believe, and this is the first year in 2 or 3 years it's actually given fruit, and they're getting very close to being ripe. So I'm excited to try them because I was out of town on work the last time they were ripe, and I didn't get to try one of them. So I still haven't had a homegrown loquat. There's little projects, pineapple, the dragon fruit, which is starting to take off. I think it's liking this heat. I need to do a little bit of maintenance on it. A couple varieties in that pot, and that's a new thing. The bell peppers, just ones that grew from, seeds, store-bought seeds. A little something, but they've been there for, I don't know, going on 2 years. It's kind of surprising. Avocado, this was just a seed grown, big fat round seed. I snipped the top off a few weeks back and it branched out, so it's getting a little bushier. This is definitely a different one than the Haas. It was a round fruit, looked like a reed, but I don't know what the actual variety was. So some more blackberries, some volunteer tomatoes, a seedling here that is most likely from a Mame sapote. It's possible it's a green sapote because I had a couple fresh fruit, but I don't think I had one at the time that this would have been from. So just gonna let that little guy go. And then this is a Nam Doc Mai that I put a bunch of grafts on. Well, not a bunch, a few grafts on. This is Nam Doc Mai fruit, which is holding a lot of them right now. And then this here is a Southern Blush graft that I did, I believe, May of 25. So it took pretty well, actually. It was kind of an experiment. I did it lower than I probably should have because I was just kind of learning. Another Nam Doc Mai. And then I put some lemon zest grafts on it just this week. So we won't know if those take for a little bit yet. But the tree itself is growing fantastic. Got it kind of staked up, trying to keep that growth going upward and not drooping down here too much into the path. I guess, some bananas, we just cut a stalk down that had a rack on it that was good. They were small, but they tasted really good. And then this is actually my oldest mango. This is the Southern Blush, transplanted in 24, so it's just now coming into its own again. So it's had some fruit. It's at least a 5-year-old tree, so I'm just going to let it hold it if it wants to. And then one more lemon zest graft on here. And the only reason I really did those is because I trimmed the lemon zest to try to make it branch out a little bit more and didn't want to throw them away. So okay, the sun's getting a little obnoxious here. This is a Brewster lychee. Hasn't done a lot, had some dieback, but it's been in the ground a couple years, and this year it is starting to actually produce some nice growth. So I think it's just going to be kind of a slow grower, but it's living. And then this is just a little new bed thing I just did for some Jerusalem artichokes. So vegetable, whatever you want to call them, root vegetable tuber that I like, and I have trouble finding in the store, so I ordered some and planted them, and they came up, so that'd be kind of fun. And then this is a Giambo persimmon. It was about another 2 feet taller than this, and I lopped the top off because it's just super lanky. So hopefully that'll help thicken it up a little bit. And I think just about the last thing right now will be this little guy, the red hybrid Japoticaba, which I put in here in February, and small, but it's getting actually some new growth, so seems to be fairly happy right here. In the summer we'll see how it does. This is on the east side, so it'll get morning sun and then it'll get a lot of protection in the afternoon. So yeah, that's about it. Other than that, green, white, Pakistan King mulberry. I actually had some fruit I ate this morning. Has a lot hiding in there. There's a big old Pakistan one over there with the dark purple fruit. None of them are ripe yet, but they're getting close. So, alright, that's it for right now. Have a good day.